Hi again, everybody. In this video, could Tage Thompson hit 50 goals? And would it be historical if he did? Coming up. All right, let's talk about it. Could Tage Thompson hit 50 goals? Could he hit 50? Yeah, I think he could. I do. I'll just say it right off the cuff. What I seen last year, guys, it was the way he was scoring. It wasn't like the Skinner season, okay? And Skinner, no, I don't taking anything from Skinner's 40-goal season. That was a monster season. But Skinner, if you remember, went on a big streak to start the season, and he faded the rest of the year, where Tage looked like he was getting better and better and better. So I think there's a good chance that Tage Thompson can actually, I can't believe I'm saying this a few years later, hit 50 goals. Because what he did last year was pretty incredible, you know? So I just got one clip I'm going to throw up there, and we're going to look at this because this is our history, and it's an important history because it's our history. You know, it's important that we look at this and break it down a bit. All right, so here it is. And there you see the top 6. That's all the 50-goal seasons in our history. It's happened 6 times. McGillney did the 76 goals, of course, in 1993. The 92-93 season, McGillney had the big one. Danny Gare in the 79-80 season, Scotty Bowman's first year as coach. And Danny Gare hit 56 goals to tie with, I believe it was Charlie Simmer, and I just can't remember who the other guy was, but Charlie Simmer, Danny Gare, and somebody else were all tied for the lead that year in goals, as I remember. Next, Pat LaFontaine, 53 goals, and also the 92-93 season. That was a season when him, McGillney, and Andrechuk were aligned, and they were all headed to 50-goal seasons before we moved to Andrechuk and brought in Grant Fuhr in the Andrechuk deal, which was a mistake, I believe. So LaFontaine, of course, that was his big year also in Buffalo. Then, of course, we're back in the 70s now, and you got Rick Martin in 74-75, the year we went to the finals. Hitting 52, and Rick Martin again in 73-74, the year before, hitting 52, so back-to-back 52-goal seasons. And Danny Gare in 75-76, being the second Buffalo Sabre ever to get 50 goals that season as well. So when you break down those 6 big seasons in Sabres history, you know, they rank 1 to 6. You see, where does Tage rank? Well, take a look, guys. I put it under. Tage Thompson ranks 33rd in our entire history of the best goal output in a season ever. And for the record, if he would have hit like 4 more goals, he would have been like in the top 13. I think it's 3 more goals. I'd have to check again. But it's you get the picture. He was this close to being in the top 12, 13 of all time, you know. And another thing we can break down before I close this, I put a footnote here. Yes, only Vanek, okay, had 43 40-goal seasons, and Skinner, the 40-goal seasons, had better seasons in this century than the Tage 38-goal season last year. So I think this can happen. I don't think I'm overreacting at all. I think this can happen because of the way he scored, guys. The shot. The dominant shot he has, the big size he has, this big frame, his hands, how good his hands are in the neutral zone. And there's so many things, guys, that you've seen, that I seen. And, you know, it felt like almost wrong he didn't get 40 last year, right? That's how it felt for me. That was a 40-goal season. It's just that it just didn't happen. You know, it just didn't happen. But he kind of just ran out of time. I think another game he might have got 2 goals, you know, that he was just rolling like that. And I think next year we're looking for sure at a 40-goal season if he stays healthy. And I think a 50-goal season is well within reason, guys. I don't think it's a pipe dream at all. Not with the way this young man was scoring last year and his big frame. There's too much reach. You've seen how teams were having fits trying to stop him because of his big frame. And he has a cannon for a shot. He has the best shot on the team. I would say Olofsson is right up there with the best shot, but not as good as Tage. No way. No. Tage is just so damn accurate, you know? And he just, when he rips it, he rips it. And And he's not one-dimensional. He can score from the middle, from the opposite side, and he's just so good. You know, like we really lucked out now in that Ryan O'Reilly deal after all. I mean, it really panned out. Botterill did not get ripped off. It's too much proof now, you know, that the deal kind of panned out. I'll never say that we won that deal because I wouldn't trade him for Ryan O'Reilly, you know, but I won't say because they won a Stanley Cup and Ryan O'Reilly won you know, an MVP. So it's hard to say when somebody's won the Conn Smythe that, you know, they lost the deal because the Stanley Cup went over there, but they didn't rip us off. That's for sure. Not the way Tage has become, what kind of a dominant player he's become. I just hope that when we get this guy signed, we get him at a reasonable rate, just reasonable, not you know, nothing crazy. I'm just hoping, you know, we don't have to pay him like $9 million or something. If he gets 50 goals this year and he takes a team-friendly deal, what a good guy. Really, what a good guy. That would be an example of what players should do in this league, really. I mean, how much money do you really need to live on this earth, you know, honestly? And I see greed overtake teams so often, and I don't want to see this happen to us. You know, we're coming into all these contracts soon, folks, and you know, I'm just hoping that we don't have to start disliking some players because they're hanging on for more and more money, and I just hope that doesn't come, you know. But what do you guys think? Do you think he can get 50 goals this year? I do. I think it's realistic, and the other thing, of course, it's in our favor. We haven't had a 50-goal scorer in 30 years. We haven't had one in 30 years. We've had 3 40-goal seasons this decade, and that's it. So, yes, it's possible. It's very possible, and it's very due. That's something I always look at. It's due. We're due for a 50-goal scorer again. We really are, and I think we got one here. And if he could stay healthy, start good, get on a roll, get his confidence going, pick up right where he left off last year, we got a 50-goal man. If he struggles coming out of the gate, has 2 goals in like his first 20 games, was it a career high? You know, there's always that chance, really. I know he's young, but, you know, that's my concern also. But I'll tell you what, if that's what happens, we won't be complaining when it comes time to getting him signed because it's going to cost more for sure if he has the big season. But you know what? This is part of the deal. I mean, Adams wants him to succeed. Guaranteed, folks. He doesn't want him to have a bad year, so he pays him less. I mean, he wants him to succeed. He's pushing these players to go over the edge with their talents, right? So I say yes. What do you guys think? Will Tage get 50 goals this year? Let me know. All right, folks. See you in the next one.